There is the stench of hypocrisy, arrogance and corruption hanging over Downing Street. It's emerged that the Labour Party's largest donation came from a Cayman Islands registered hedge fund with shares in fossil fuels, arms manufacturers and private healthcare. They took £4 million from a hedge fund that invests in everything they claim to hate, basically, on a tax.
Downing Street seems to be engulfed in a stench of pretense, arrogance and corruption created by our Prime Minister. Just when we think the situation can't get any worse, the British media reveals shocking new details surrounding Keir Starmer's secret scandal. Let's delve into the matter right away. But first, please like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any hot political news from across the country. Investigations have revealed that the largest donation to the Labour Party comes from a hedge fund registered in the Cayman Islands, which has stakes in fossil fuel companies, arms manufacturers and private healthcare services. They received £4 million from this hedge fund, investing in things they publicly claim to despise, all within a tax haven. Moreover, leaked reports show that the Labour leader has been living in luxury, enjoying access to high-end properties and receiving expensive gifts, all provided by millionaire donor Lord Ali. After these secrets were exposed, Starmer reluctantly returned £6,000 worth of gifts and favours, a regrettable decision he might need to improve upon. Does he wish to see cabinet members follow suit and return the free gifts after the election? Some principles might be overlooked to help everyone understand the origins of the donations, except for Starmer, which could be acceptable. However, it is noteworthy that Starmer has not publicly disclosed most of these privileges. Moreover, the information regarding the scandal did not emerge by chance. It appears to have been deliberately leaked. There is speculation that this information may have come from someone close to Starmer. At the party headquarters, there have been no modifications as they recognise that similar stories are being compared to past scandals from a bygone era. The rumours about a close associate revealing Starmer's wrongdoings to the public seem entirely plausible, considering the level of detail regarding the assets he has accessed alongside the nature of the gifts he has received. This creates a tension and forms a narrative that suggests a close associate is trying to undermine his leadership. In another development, 1,000 prisoners are set to be released early today as part of the government's efforts to free up space in prisons across England and Wales. Previously, 1,700 prisoners were released last month after a warning that there were only 80 spaces left in prison. However, what could motivate anyone in his circle to leak this information? This indicates a potential underlying dissatisfaction within the ranks. Reflecting on Starmer's time in leadership, he has faced criticism for his lack of decisiveness and transparency, and this incident may further reinforce those perceptions. The continuous chaos within the government raises questions about his leadership capabilities. There are valid reasons to question why Keir Starmer has not stepped aside for Angela Rayner, who is viewed as a model of social mobility, and allowed her to take over the leadership position. The emergence of cracks within a leader's inner circle signals that the internal momentum is faltering. This leak is not merely a scandal, it serves as a warning that Starmer's leadership may not be as solid as it appears. The decision to return the luxury items he received under the guise of favours may result in any future activities of his or anyone else being subject to scrutiny without the need for new principles. While he does not demand others to follow suit, this is the rationale behind his decision. Now, let's consider the details of this lavish lifestyle. Starmer is reported to have accessed a £4 million townhouse in Soho. This is not just a piece of real estate. It is a symbol of wealth and influence. The townhouse serves not only as a place to retreat, but also as a venue for strategic meetings with key figures in his administration. This raises serious questions about whether Starmer uses this property to shape policy or simply as a luxurious getaway for himself. In addition to this is a penthouse in Covent Garden, valued at up to £18 million. Starmer's family is said to have stayed there throughout the election campaign, while the value he declared for this accommodation was only £2,000. For comparison, similar properties can command rental prices of up to £1,800 per night. When comparing this discrepancy, a clear message is sent that Starmer may not be as transparent as he claims. To put everything into context, it is necessary to consider the living costs and financial difficulties many people are facing. This is all the more heartbreaking as the average Briton is struggling with rising living costs, while this politician appears to be disconnected from reality, living lavishly in upscale accommodations. Furthermore, the expensive gifts involved cannot be overlooked. Starmer has received high-end clothing and accessories from Lord Ali, worth tens of thousands of pounds. In a context where public trust in politicians is waning, these revelations seem to pour fuel on the fire. When politicians receive gifts from wealthy donors, the question arises, what do they owe in return? Are their political decisions influenced by these relationships? Transparency in politics is not just a suggestion, it is essential. The Code of Conduct for Members of Parliament requires politicians to declare gifts or hospitality that could influence their decision-making. The rules are very clear. If it has significance, it must be reported. Failure to do so means Starmer is not only circumventing the rules, but also violating them. This is not just about avoiding legal consequences, but also about maintaining public trust, which Starmer has compromised. Considering the time he spent in the Covent Garden penthouse, the discrepancy between the declared value of £2,000 and the actual rental cost paints an untruthful picture. Why not report such a significant benefit? This raises questions not only about his financial dealings, but also about his integrity as a leader. Next, attention must be directed towards Sir Ali. He is not only a wealthy donor, but also a powerful figure within the Labour Party. The relationship between him and Starmer is under close scrutiny, and it is important to understand the implications. When a politician like Starmer receives gifts and benefits from someone like Ali, it raises ethical concerns. What influence does Ali have over Starmer's decisions? Could his financial contributions affect Starmer's policies in ways the public is unaware of? The risks are significant. In politics, relationships often have a transactional nature. If Ali gives gifts, it is likely that he expects something in return. This raises serious questions about the integrity of Starmer's future decisions. Now, it is necessary to mention Sue Gray, Starmer's Chief of Staff, who plays a key role in this matter. She is not only aware of the meetings held at the Soho apartment, but also attended those meetings. Gray is a significant figure in Starmer's administration, and her involvement in this scandal raises many suspicions. Recently, she received a substantial pay rise, reportedly higher than that of the Prime Minister. Why would someone with such influence and a high salary engage in dubious activities? Her salary and her connection to this scandal highlight a lack of accountability within Starmer's administration. If he cannot control his team or ensure ethical behaviour, how can the public trust his leadership? Gray's involvement could turn this scandal from a mere embarrassment into a comprehensive crisis for Starmer. The Prime Minister has also stated that the situation is likely to worsen and that we must wait to see whether the reports are accurate. It seems this will be one of the worst tax-raising budgets in recent history. Will the economy improve or worsen by the time the next election occurs? The answer could be worse. The issue under discussion is about growth. The three factors hindering growth are public spending, regulation, and high taxes. In all three areas, the Labour Party has promised a non-positive direction with more regulations. The public's response to this has been swift and uncompromising. Starmer's political opponents, particularly the Conservative Party and the SNP, have quickly called for an official investigation into his relationship with Lord Ali. They see this as an opportunity to exploit Starmer's weaknesses. In politics, an opponent's weakness is seen as a legitimate opportunity, and Starmer's lack of transparent action has opened the door for detractors to view this as a serious ethical violation. As the political situation undergoes changes, the question arises as to whether Starmer can overcome this challenge, or if it will be the factor leading to his downfall. The coming weeks and months will be crucial in shaping his leadership future and that of the Labour Party. So what do you think about this issue? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates on national politics.